Are y'all working with CPESN? You doing anything in coordination with them?
We are. In fact, CPESN, AlignRx has the Rx Select CPESN network here in Oklahoma.
Okay.
And we are one of the largest networks participating in that CPESN program. I believe very strongly in what that program is
Nice.
doing. And I will do everything I can to make sure that stays successful and grows.
Yeah, because I think 3,500 there needs to be bigger.
Yeah, we're huge CPESN advocates.
Well, if pharmacy, independent pharmacy, clinical pharmacy, if clinical pharmacy succeeds, right, CPESN will have had a role in it.
Yep.
And
oh yes,
period.
And it's not if, it's when.
Yeah,
it's CPESN didn't have a role; they were a catalyst and should be recognized for that. Absolutely.
Well, do you do anything to try to encourage more of your members to be part of CPESN? I mean, you have 4,500; they have 3,500. Imagine the crossover is about 1,000 or so.
Well, that's the challenge, and that's something that I need to sit down and talk through with the leaders of CPESN to make sure they understand. I now have a unique opportunity to bring to them. You know, CPESN, the strength of that is that they are so very focused on local network control.
Yep.
So CPESN Iowa, CPESN, they're all state-based.
Right.
Rx Select CPESN is the only PSAO-driven CPESN network. We are unique among all of the other partners that we work with. And so I want to make sure that I'm respecting that local network line, right?
Gotcha.
I don't want to do anything that that impacts the wonderful work in Missouri and Iowa and there are some states that are really knocking it out of the park. Oklahoma was one of the 4 or 5 states that were selected to be part of the COVID vaccine rollout earlier in the year. And we did some really cool things with that. I was part of a group of folks that we pulled together to actually run a vaccine clinic through the corporate offices here at PPOK.
Interesting.
We vaccinated 3,500 people in this community coming through this program. And so it was very rewarding to let PSAO employees be involved in this clinic because they actually got to experience firsthand the joy of patient care. And these were elderly people coming in and at risk, infirm. If you remember that very first wave.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of new people in independent pharmacy that we've never seen there before. Yeah,
and it's spectacular and it's rewarding. And I know my staff would come to me and they actually thanked me. They're like, "Thank you so much for letting us participate in this." They had people crying tears of joy. Thank you so much for helping us get vaccinated. And it was a very moving and rewarding experience.
Yeah. There's the George lives in has a house up in Whitefish, and I guess his son was there, and he was like, "Son, we're going to go get vaccinated." He was like, "Dad, I don't know." He's like, "Son, we're going to go get vaccinated." And so he started off with a Walgreens because I think his son's from Dallas or maybe Tennessee is where he actually lives. He was up there staying with him. Maybe he was in Tennessee. And he knew that was hoping his second shot he'd get somewhere else like that. But they went into the local Walgreens. They're like, no, we're not going to have any till next week. And we don't have any appointment till next week and all this stuff. And they walked down the street in the Independent and they were like, "Oh, yeah, no problem. Roll your sleeve up. Let's get this done."
Right.
Yeah.
So, very, very interesting.
And multiple success stories like that. I have my own with my grandmother. She just, walk into a chain and they're like, "Well, you have to go online and register and fill out paperwork." But however, because it's a really tiny town, the pharmacist actually stopped her because he knew her. And he's like, no, you're not leaving. I'm giving you a shot right now. So it's those success stories that are like, yes, we need more pharmacists out there like that. We need more pharmacies out there that's really willing to put aside the paperwork and really focus on the patient.